Yeah, you're right. Cormorants on the wire. Last time I was at this... Oh, welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. Yeah, you're right. The last time I was at this spot was late at night. And I kid you not, when I got here, it was something like 100 up there. It was just a ton. And Jared was like, oh no, oh no. He was like freaked out because they were making noise. He didn't know what they were. You know, but yeah. Yeah, you're right. We've got Alex with us today. It is actually just past noon right now. We've got a few hours to fish this. It's, yeah, cold front came through last night and it was a full moon last night. So it's probably 58, 59 right now, maybe 60 degrees, but you wouldn't know standing here because the wind is gusting up to 15 miles per hour. So it's a little chilly because of the wind. Come on, let's catch some fish. And here is what this video is about. The cheapest method feeders on Amazon. Now, these were coming from the same link. These actually have some of the worst reviews I've ever read for method feeders. They're pretty cheap. I actually have some other ones that were cheaper that I got from another place, so we'll talk about that in another video. But these were like $9, maybe 8 something for a pack of 4. Method feeders can run you a lot of money, especially if you get some top shelf brand like Corda or Avid or a few others. They can be like $4.50 to $6 and up for a single lead without a mold. These are like a good deal, but some of the reviews say that the ribs break or they casted it out and then the lead was gone. Let's get these open and check them out. There we go. Just dump them right out. Put the box right here. These are different weights. They go up to about 1 ounce and then down to less than half. Let's see, where's the 35? This is the one that's about 1 ounce. So the idea here is these are inline method feeders. You put your line through, your hook link or your leader is going to be coming off right here. It needs to be kind of short. If it's too long, there's a chance of it tangling. I am going to be using very short leaders, which I'm about to show you. So what you want to do is, well, let's just get there, huh? Alex and I are going to both fish method feeders. We're opening this pack to see if we can get Alex a heavy one and me a heavy one. These are all listed as grams. So there's a 40. I think these go from 40 down to, yeah, 15. So 34 and 24. So you pull this apart and you've got a tube. Not all method feeders are going to have a tube like that. And this is a sleeve. So we want to put the line through here first. Let's do that. I'm going to get that tube through there, pull the line. Now we want to attach the swivel, but one thing I need to point out is not all swivels are going to fit inside this hole here. So we're using the one that came with it. We're just going to have to trust it. Before we attach the swivel, we need to put this swivel sleeve on the line. Super simple. Drop that down there. We're going to take that swivel sleeve and it has to go back in here over the tube. Not all method feeders are like this. Right, now we're ready to attach the rig. And as you see, I have these rigs very short. These are all 5 to 6 inches. To attach the rig to the swivel, we're just going to cow hitch it because we have a loop there. These are size 4 Continental boilie hooks by Drennan. A size 4 or size 2 live bait hook would work well too. Those are very easy to get at the store. There we go. To fish the method feeders, we're going to need a pack bait. We're going to get Alex to start it for us. This is going to be a 50-50 pack bait. That is going to be 2 of the rice bran and 2 of the breadcrumb. We're using panko today. Now we're going to do the dry mix. We're going to mix that all together. We might end up making more, but that's just for now. Here you go, Alex. That is a boiled birdseed mix that I make, and you're going to do about a scoop of that in there at about, or you could just dump what looks like a scoop. That's boiled pigeon feed, cracked corn, and feed corn. Let's see what that looks like. Let's mix that. I might add some more birdseed. Yeah, add some more of that birdseed. Keep going. That's good right there. This birdseed is wet, so we need to go ahead and mix it in, get it nice and mixed up. We want to add moisture to this next. Thank you, Alex. We don't want to add this whole Tupperware thing of water. We want to sneak up on this because we don't want this too wet. But I've done this before, so I have an idea of what I need. But I'm not gonna like just dump a bunch in there. We want to mix it up, and we want to sneak up on it. We don't want it to be too wet because then it's not going to break up, but we don't want it to break up too much either when it hits the water. It's a little different than when I'm trying to when I'm using cage feeders. I want it dry, fairly dry. This time I want it just a little wetter, but it's just a fine nuance really between the two. This is a boilie. This is the Rod Hutchinson mulberry boilies. They smell like grape Kool-Aid. What I have this boilie on, if you don't know, it's called a bait threading needle. You can get them off of Amazon and other places. We're going to put this on a hair. The idea is we're going to put our bait with hook and all in this mold. We're going to take some of our pack bait, and then we're going to come on top, smush that down, turn it upside down, and there we go. As you can see, got this little pile of bait here with our bait on top, and the idea is the fish is going to come along and munch on this and get into our hook bait. And this is the reason why we want our leader so short, because if we had a big loop hanging down here, it's likely that it would get tangled with stuff. There's another way of doing this. You can have your hook bait inside, or you can take a little bit more feed and pack it on top of the hook bait, just like so. All right, I am ready to go. We've already got one of my rods out. Now we're going to put my last one out. Not too far out. I'm already hooked up. I haven't been out for what, 5 minutes? What do you think, Alex? 5 minutes?
Something like that. All right, you gotta go across, man.
Pick up your line. He's coming back. What do you say about method feeders, man? This is a bigger carp than the one from the other night at this same spot. And we're in front conditions. This is during a cold front. So far, so good for these dirt cheap method feeders with some of the worst reviews. But of course, I do have cheaper ones coming from another website. We'll see how those fare. Oh, good man. Look at this giant net. I wanted a proper carp net, and I had to go with this big one because it was all that was available because of shortages. He is not ready. This is like catching a redfish. We'll play him into the net. There we go. Yeah, you're right. We don't even have the unhooking mat set up yet. So guys, we're just gonna unhook them in that. If you want, Alex, you could disengage the net from the feed block from the spreader There we go. And we use the net as an unhooking mat. Results, guys. Results. Cheapest. Whoa. Okay. Who's that from? Is that? Oh, buddy. Yeah, you're right, guys. Oh, he's lively. We're gonna get him back. Yeah, you're right. Right now. Results. Yes. I'm hooked up again. This is a lighter fish. This has got a lot of head shakes. We're really having to watch our rod tips. We're not using the bobbins. Well, I'm the only one with bite alarms today. Got us a catfish this time. This was off a boilie. Looks like a little channel cat. Yeah, you're right. See, you will. Oh, this is off the corn. I'm sorry. Look at that. You totally will catch catfish when you're fishing for carp if the cats are there. Nice. Alex just let out a oh shit. Well, that was crazy. I just put that back out, and this time I do have the bait runner engaged, but as soon as I get back to looking at the rods, I'm going to disengage that. Let's see how this one turned out. If you don't understand what's going to happen, is the idea here is the lead on the bottom is always going to land like this with this mound of bait facing up. It's so subtle. I am hooked up again. A lot of head shakes on this one because I think it's a cat. Yes, he's pirouetting and trying to ski. We're skiing him in. It's probably a channel cat too. We're gonna flip him into the deck because he's not very big. He's about the size of the last one. That may even be the same one. I doubt it.
First one was bigger.
Yeah, pretty. Get it, Alex. Get it. Just pull up on him. Got it.
Catfish.
Really? Feel the head shakes? Oh yeah. That's good. Another channel cat. Wow, the last time I did a session from here was getting blues and channels, but it's not done yet. Oh, I got him still. I thought he got off. Wow, he is just cruising right in front of us. It's another carp, Alex. Ooh. About the same size as that first one I got. Oh, maybe a little bigger. There we go. It's turning out to be a really good day, guys. Yeah, feisty fish. All right, gotta get them back into the water because we're getting bites left and right. All right, at this point, these two leads that I'm using have seen a lot of action, and they are the same, but they're just a slightly heavier than the other package that Alex is using. These go from 40 grams down to like 15 or whatever, and 40 grams is a little over an ounce and a half, something like that. So these have gone through quite a few fish, and they're holding up. But one thing we've noticed that if you use like a 15mm boilie or 2 kernels of corn, sometimes you'll bring your bait in and it's stuck in here. But that's just because it's the right size to get stuck between these ribs. More expensive method feeders might have less ribs, because some do. The other thing we need to address is some of the reviews on these saying the ribs are broken. Now, all these ribs seem intact, fairly intact, so maybe sometimes they do. Now, some of the bad reviews were saying that they got snagged. Well, you can easily snag a method feeder anyway, depending on where you're fishing, but we're not having that problem today because we're not fishing that type of place today. The other issue with the bad reviews is the lead popping out. I can see that happening, but it's not happening now. But if you see right here, the lead has just popped through these little holes in the plastic. Yeah, I see that maybe happening eventually here, losing the lead, but it hasn't happened yet. Caught 2 carp and a bunch of channel cat with both these rods I'm using today, and so far so good. On one of Alex's method leads, one of his sleeves, I think this sleeve right here, you said has developed a crack in it.
It was like that as soon as you open it, like it was like that out of the box. Out
of the box, it had a crack. So these are definitely cheap, but they're catching fish. Don't be scared. Just, I'm not going to post a link to these. Just look for the cheapest ones on Amazon and you'll find them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're getting some action on that little rod. But finally, we'll get to see something on that little ugly stick.
Try to wait for him to do something or just set it?
When it looks like a good time to set the hook, do it. Like when he picks up the line again, when you get a bite again, when the line goes tight. Because do you have a slack line right now?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you got him.
Whoa.
Let me put this down, people. Yes, on the little rod. Does it feel like a cat or a carp? That might be a carp.
Yeah, he's not shaking too much.
Oh, it's a cat. Looks like a cat right now. First fish on one of your rods.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, it looks like you got the biggest channel cat of the day too. Look at that. That is the biggest channel cat of the day. Look at the fat belly on that fish. Woo. Alex.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Just got to eat all that corn and
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do a quick pointer clip here. I'm gonna do this cast. I'm gonna do a nice gentle lob out that way. Now the lead should be landed the right way, the correct way, with the bait facing up. So what the point of this clip is, when I'm retrieving my slack line, I do not want to drag the lead. I do not want to drag the lead abruptly or too much along the bottom. He's hooked up again, because if I do drag my lead to another cat, if I do drag it too fast, too hard, I'm gonna dislodge all the bait and ruin the point of the method lead. Awesome, Alex.
No, I think that's, you just told me about that. I wasn't catching all day. As soon as I did that, I caught these back to back.
Yeah, that's why we're making this point, because Alex was being too rough with bringing in his slack and pulling the lead about 5 feet or so along the bottom, and it just was ruining everything. And I watched him and I said, maybe you need to do this. And he listened to me, and back to back. Immediately. Got him. Nice. Watch this other one. Getting a bite on my other rod. You might have to take it. This feels kind of good. You're gonna have to keep. Is there something up with my other one? Also watch your, he's still getting a bite on his one with the high vis line. Yep. What was that noise? Oh. Whoa, yes, nice run right here. Try to get him away from my other line. Oh, What's up with this line?
This one's slack. It might have just been
Me hitting it. Oh, son of a. Let's see what's up. Sometimes that just, oh, you got him?
Yep.
No. Sometimes it just pops out. As you can see, the hook is still strong. It's still the way it should be. It didn't bend out. All right, guys, deep in the afternoon now. You know what that means. It's a Sunday. Saints fan right here. It's time to go watch the game for him. It's time for me to go edit the video for you guys. Temperature is dropping out here. It is getting cool. Pretty good session. I would say that these method feeders worked out just fine for us. How about you?
Oh, definitely.
You had a fun time, huh?
Hell yeah.
You didn't get that carp, but
Hey,
you
he's
had
out
fun.
there. He's out there waiting for me.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of carp out there. I had a great time. I enjoy feeder fishing. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I thank you for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.